Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, then welcome. Today I have this simple but extravagant look for you guys. I'm going to show you how to use makeup. I'm going to show you how to take care of your oily skin. I'm going to share some helpful tips and tricks to give you that flawless finish. Whether you want to look good for yourself or for your man or impress your friends, this look is simple enough for anybody to do. However, you're in the right place to be, and I'm glad you made it. And without further ado, let's get into it.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
Hey guys, so first off, I start off by putting on my bandana and pulling my hair back, because once you got that hair done, you don't want to mess it up. So pull that back, and usually I have my hair done before I do my makeup. So slap on that bandana, keep that hair out your face, or you can use clips or whatever you like. Just get that hair out your face, pull that back, and get ready to wash. So I like to use the Aveeno face or body wash, works well for me. Turn the water on. You just want to get a small pea-size amount. That's enough. I'm just going to add a drop of baking soda to that as well for a little exfoliation. Just mix that, blend that together with a little water. It's going to look like that. And just scrub all over, except for your eyes. Especially get on the sides. That's where that buildup sits. And the T-zone, that's where I get my problem area. Get those sides. Just want to get that real good. If I did not have the baking soda on there, I would go over my eyes. But so if you're just using the soap, feel free to wash your eyelids as well. Okay, gonna rinse that off. With some cool water. Just take whatever's left over for the eyelids to clean that. You don't want to scrub your eyelids. That'll result in some dry ass eyelids. Next, take your Sashays lip scrub, made by yours truly, Sashay. Just gonna take that, scrub your lips real good. This is a lip sugar scrub. Sugar scrub for your lips. It is edible, so if it gets in your mouth, it's okay. I do not recommend eating that though, because there is oil in there. Take a towel and pat dry. Immediately after that, I take my Thayer's witch hazel with aloe, run that across my whole face, just like that, not missing a single spot. Under the chin, even my neck. Get it out, honey. Okay, after that, feel free to choose whichever Sashays lip balm you like. We've got the mint, we've got strawberry. I'm going to use the mint today because I just love the smell of peppermint. Get that all on there good. Got a big list, so take a lot from me. Only $2. Make you hollow. I don't have a website set up yet, but I do have a Facebook page called Sashays Sugar Scrubs. A little short story about how I got the name Sashay and why I named my business Sashay. Well, it's pretty simple. Well, after this, I go in with my moisturizer. Some days, which is every other day, I use oil. Just a vitamin C oil to help brighten my skin. And I actually use this first. Rub that on in. Everywhere except the eye area. Everybody needs a good vitamin C serum. Trust me, it will help with those dark scars. Well, back to the story. Okay, how I got the name Sashay. Well, when I was younger, my mom used to call me Sashay. So that stuck with me. My mom, she passed away when I was 11 years old. So I kind of wanted something to remember her by. And that wasn't the only nickname I had back then. That was just a special name that she had given me. I can't really explain why she called me Sashay, but she called me Sashay. And yeah, I just wanted to incorporate that. Okay, taking some Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion right after that oil and coming in, eyes, everything, neck, moisturize, hands, everything. I like to go around and come in like that. It's a little technique I learned in cosmetology school to help keep the wrinkles away. Okay, and back to the reason why I named the business Sashays Sugar Scrub. Well, the sugar scrub incorporates shea butter, so it was just easy to come together with Sashays. Sugar Scrub, Sashays Sugar Scrub. So I came up with that and ran with that. And what do you know? It was somebody on Facebook who actually has a name similar to that. But it is what it is. That's not gonna stop us. So these eyebrows is a little jacked up. I'm just gonna do a little cleanup underneath. Take your spoolie, brush that up. So you know what you're twerking with. I mean, my little mirror. So I can make sure I ain't jacking myself up. And take your time with this. I jacked up eyebrows, so take your time and do it right. Sometimes I wax and sometimes I do this because it's quicker. So yeah, come to the other side. Just clean that up. Don't go into the brow, just clean it up. just gonna take a little cotton ball to clean it up. Yes, I was so focused. Okay. Now our eyebrows are nice and clean and ready to go to the next step. All right, after you got some decent eyebrows, also in alternation with the vitamin C, on the days I don't use the vitamin C, I use Adapalene gel. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a acne treatment gel, and it works for me. It works. It's keeping me from breaking out. I haven't broke out, and I've suffered from oily skin and breakouts as long as I can remember, all through high school, after I had my son and everything. So this just works for me. These products here, and that's it. They work for me. So I'm not willing to try anything else at this time, but if at some point it doesn't work anymore, I will try something new. But for now, that's what works for me. Here's a quick look at how I looked before I started treatment. I did all the research that I needed to do to find this treatment for us, okay? Just look at it like I went through the hard part for us already, so you can just jump on the bandwagon already. Research done for you, okay, homegirl? Because it's hard out here trying to keep some good skin out here when your hormones just want to go crazy. So for our eyebrows, we're going to use the Anastasia. Okay, so I'm just going to take an angled brush. I don't know if you can see that pretty good or not. It's an angle. And start underneath on the bottom here. And go above. I normally use a thinner brush, smaller brush than this even. As long as it's angled, it will work for you. It should do the trick. And if you like the stroke effect, you can still give the stroke effect. But for the most part, you just want to worry about filling in the spots that are not showing well. Is basically the purpose for this, okay? I like Anastasia, or however you call it. I like it because it doesn't come off. It stays on all night long. Do the same thing you did to the other side. Don't worry about them being perfect, because the concealer will help you clean that up. Hair strokes. And I'm using a dark brown. This is not quite black, but it's pretty dark. It's called Ebony. So after that, go ahead and brush them again. Okay. We're gonna use the Tarte in the color of, what color is it? It is deep. See it, pomade. Yeah, I have a mole here, but several moles, and the scar is still going away. So No active pimples at this time. Just only the fine bumps that everyone has. Okay, so you take your concealer and not all the way up to the brow. You're gonna come below the brow just a bit. Give a swipe under there. Same on the other side. I kind of try to line it up just to help even out as we go. And usually I do one brow at a time because this stuff dries pretty quick. But if you move pretty quick, you should be alright. Okay, you want to take. Oh, that looks so wonderful. Don't I just, yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I'm silly, y'all. Y'all ain't know, but you're gonna learn today. But anyway, you want to take your Morphe M167 brush, angle, whatever you call this, brush. Type of brush, rounded, I guess you can say. Okay, the easiest way for a beginner to do this is to start on the end. All the way down. Once you get there, bring it in. Start bringing it in toward the eye. That's what I do. Come all the way to the front. Lining it and locking it in. You also want to take your time with this. If you need more, feel free to use more. But if not, try to stretch that product out. Because this stuff is not cheap, homegirl. Okay? I'm trying to tell you. You want to preserve the best that you can. Of course, unless you're rich. Don't worry about it. Just bring that on out. Okay. Let's go ahead and top of that brow, just with the leftovers, and just line it up. Sorry about that interruption. I did want to do this side off camera because I had a phone call. Go ahead and brush that again. Spoolie is going to be one of your best friends in this situation here. Like they say, they're not gonna be twins, they sisters. I kind of just sweep that in so that there's no strong line right here. See that? Boom. Okay. I'll actually take that, clean that up like that. Same thing. Just clean it all up. And boom. All right. Just gonna put some on the eyelid here. And blend that in. I like to use a fluffy brush for that, like this. So for the color choice of today, I decided to go ahead and use the Revlon just to make it easy to show you how to use makeup, okay? This is used as a primer, the number 1. This is used as a shadow or sparkle. You can use it for either one. I'm gonna use it for here and possibly here. This is your shadow use. This is gonna be your crease color, and this is gonna be your brow bone color. So I recommend using Revlon to start out. This is what I use to start out with. It helps you know what colors, where to put them, if that makes sense, okay? So we're just gonna play around with this palette. I haven't used it in forever, so that should be fun. Okay, for the primer color, I'm just going to use the Morphe M167 again. I actually have 2 of those. So, but this is a different one. I'm going to take some of that white color and apply that all over my eyelid here. Like I said, this is going to work as a primer. And it's going to help prime that liquid that we just put on there. Just cover the whole eyelid with that. Looks like a shadow, but it's not. It's really just like a white type of powder with a little shimmer to it, so it's not just, you know, which is fine with me, okay. You see how that's starting to smooth out? It's prepped, ready for color, okay. I like to do both of my sides, one after another, just to keep up with the process. So, story time again. How did I come up with the name Princess Badazz? Well, that's not a very long story neither. I used to be an exotic dancer back in the day, which wasn't that long ago, of course. And the guy I was dating at the time called me Princess, and so the name just stuck with me. I danced by Princess for a long time. And a lot of guys would just always say, here comes Princess is badass. Here come Princess badass. Here come Princess badass with her badass. So when I was thinking of a second handle to go with badass, I just thought about how dudes would always just say, here come Princess badass. So it just kind of stuck with me as well, and here I am today using that name. So, okay, now that we got that on there, let's smooth that out with my finger. I just didn't like how clumpy that was looking. Okay, now that we got that on there, we're ready for some color. I like to start out with my eyelid. Some people like to start out with their crease. That's just a preference thing, I believe. Because I don't think it really matters where you start, as long as you finish where you want, okay? So I'm gonna take just a regular shadow brush. And I'm gonna apply that on my eyelid. I'm just going to stay low where my natural crease begins. You see that, where that crease? That's where I'm gonna keep it, under there. See that? Okay. Okay. Do that other side, same way. Stay low. Using dark colors, you don't want too much. That could result into a raccoon eye, and you don't want that, honey. If dudes know what raccoon eye is, so you don't want that, trust me. And I apologize. With crease, without a crease, okay? Let's go ahead and do the other side. It's kind of like a V, I guess. And I'm using, first I use this color on the lid. And now I'm coming in the crease with this brownish, black, shimmery color. They're all nice, pretty colors. So basically, like I said, start in the corner, make a 6, come back, make a 6, you see the 6? Okay. So there, a bit more of that. What I did was turn the angle to fit right into that crease. Just boom, right there. And that's how you get that smoky eye effect, okay? Now, we're just gonna take a shadow type of brush, like this. And just right up under that brow bone, we're gonna place this. I like to stick right around in that area. Bring it onto the end. Just dabbing to the front. Helps blend better. A little bit more of that and start blending that in with that. Blend, 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 blend. All right. Tap, 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 tap. Blim, 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 blim. That there. I'm just gonna come in with a nice fluffy brush to help blend that even more. Just right there. Okay. A lot of the times when you do multiple colors, you start from the bottom color gets washed out. So after I do the blending, I like to come in and just dab that lid color back on just a tad bit. Keeping it low. Keeping that low. Just bring that color back on in. And that's why I kind of do it twice, because I feel like if you wait till now to try to put this color on, it's going to be harder to show up because you got that brown color on your primer now. So I like to do it first and then come back and brighten it back up again. Tap, tap. Okay. Don't need no more product. Just take that crease color and blend that in. What you just put on there. Just blend the crease. Simple, blended, boom. Okay. Now, as far as the rest of the colors goes, I really don't mess with those until the end. Like here, highlighters. I wait till the end for all that good stuff. So, just to make this easy and simple for y'all, you know what I'm saying? All right. Just gonna hit with this witch hazel to clean that shadow up a bit up underneath. And this is not the only way. This is not the right way. This is not the wrong way. This is my way. So you can change the order of things to suit your needs. Don't let anybody tell you that you're doing it the wrong way, because there's no one way of doing things. There's always multiple ways to achieve the same look. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I did learn in hair school, cosmetology school. That there's many different ways to achieve the same kind of look. Okay. Now that I got that cleaned up under there, the best I can, we're gonna move on. And today for foundation, I like to use L'Oreal. This is just one of the ones that I found over the years to really blend well. It really is a true match, okay? So we're just gonna get actually before that even, I like to go in with a little bit of primer. Today I'm going to use the Pore Defense by Hard Candy. And just dab that on here. I just love the matte finish that it gives. So rub that on there, girlfriend. Make sure you get on the side of them joints. This is the reason why I broke out in the first place, is that I was not taking care of my skin at first. I was putting on the makeup and, you know, I washed my face and everything, but I wasn't taking care of it. Like, I wasn't taking it off at night and falling asleep in it and stuff like that, and it's just not good, you know. It's good to keep your face clean, and yeah, it just makes life a lot easier. So you're not waking up one day looking like a sugar booger, a booger wooger, or whatever you want to call it, a mother freaking monster, or whatever you want to call it, okay? I'll start with a little squirted up. I was a bit high. I normally don't take it that high, but ooh. I was trying to get that on my forehead, but since we got that there, we're just gonna work with that. Okay. Get your application brush, any type of applicator type of brush, just to get that around real good. Okay, I whip out my brush to make sure I'm getting all the spots. You can see we already have a little lightness here naturally. So what we're basically going to be doing with the concealer is just accentuating those spots. After I get that around real good, I like to come in with my sponge and blend that even more, just to give a more matte finish type of finish. I like to re-moisten with the spray. Plus it helps lock in my shadow. I like it. And you want to wet that sponge. Okay, so with the flat side, I'm just gonna go around my whole face and pattern in that color. Dab it on in. Next, I'm going to go in with the concealer. Do a swipe. Dinner. A scar here. Okay, so another story about how I got that scar on my face, right? Well, I just covered it up, but it's right there. It's a scar. This is not a very long story either, but If you're in the mood to listen, here we go. So I was dating this guy when I was that exotic stripper that I was telling y'all about. And we had dated for about a month or so. It was a guy I had known from high school. I'm not going to mention any names because apparently he's not living anymore. And it has nothing to do with me. But I'm just going to say bad things happen to bad people, I guess. But so anyways, we broke up. I had broke up with him because before we even, let me slow it down, go back. This day, he decided to go to work with me. Remind you, I don't like my man going to work with me. I never have. So, but anyway, he went with me to work, and that was that. I told him, don't talk to this certain chick, because I had issues with her. And, what do you know? I am coming out, probably coming off the stage or something, I don't know, or maybe out of the dressing room. And boom, I walks up on him. He's at the bar. And he gets caught hugging this. Okay? And of course, y'all already know I'm about to go over the top mad. Because I just told this dude that I got a problem with her. And here he is hugging up on her. So, yeah. I flipped. Work was about over with. And just a minute, work was about over with. So I was like so heated. I'm like ready to drop him off. I don't even know why I decided to give him a ride home. He didn't have a car or nothing. So I was just being nice enough to give him a ride home, I guess. Okay, you see how that's starting to clean up there? Still using the pointy side there. I'm using the pointy side this time for this. They're good. You want to come all the way to the side of the nose. And then tap, tap, tap. And remember, you're using a moist brush. So, but anyways, I decided to give him a ride home, y'all. And he lets his cousin that had rolled with us sit in the front with me. I thought that was awkward, but I didn't think nothing of it because I was just, ready to just get rid of him at this point. I was mad. I didn't want to argue. I just wanted to break up. I had plenty of money. I didn't need him. He was broke. He was stressed that I didn't need. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. Get to the spot where we are dropping him off at, and you won't believe what happened. And before we move on to the powdering, I just want to hit under there one more time because I just feel like it's a little dark today. Sometimes I do one, sometimes I do two. It just depends. But on the look that I'm going for, go, and then blend that down. Over here, take that up, down. That one side, down, up, down, up. Okay. Up under there, you see that creasing? You just want to take the kind of smooth that product out. Take a little powder. And today we're using the Revolution baking powder. That's what it looks like in Terra Cotta. It's taking a little poof. And this is how you get the creases out. You just smooth that. I like to not blink. I try not to blink after you do that. Oop. Do that again on this other side so you can see that. This one's kind of smooth, as you can see under there, but I still like to just make sure all that product is nice and smooth before you put your powder on. Trust me, it makes a major difference. You know, if you have to look down or blink, it's fine. It's not that serious, but you can just hit it again if you need to. I didn't even do my nose today. Got a little perfect nose anyway. I don't really need to do that too much, but just for video purposes, definitely gonna do that. I normally do it anyways. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, you just want to create a nice thin line, not a crooked one. Nice thin line. Take your beauty blender and blend that on now. Just powder that. Okay, now that we're caught up though, back to the story. Y'all wouldn't believe what happened. Okay, so I pulls back up to where he wanted me to drop him off at, and it's, hold on. As soon as I get there, this girl runs up on me, y'all, and just start fighting me through the window. Through the window. No joke, okay? Fight me through the window. I'm fighting her. So it gets to a point where I have to get out because I'm outnumbered. It's like he had his brother there. His brother's girlfriend was there. The girl I was fighting. Him and his cousin that was riding with me in the front seat, okay? Not only was I fighting the girl, while I'm fighting the girl through the window, somebody reaches in, takes my keys out the ignition, turn my car off. So I had to get out, really. I didn't just get out willingly. I had to get out. They had my keys in my purse and stuff. So I get out. When I get out, I'm fighting two girls. And I'm hanging with the two girls. But since one of the dudes, it was 3 dudes and 2 girls. One of the dudes, which was his brother, I believe, he comes up and he punched me in the back of the head. And I fell. Sadly. And then they started kicking me and stuff, and that's when it got ugly. After all that smoke cleared, I ran to the next door neighbor's house to call the police. And the police showed up. You know, I'm trying to get my keys and stuff, you know. I'm not going back over there. After all that, like, my eye was swollen, lip was swollen, everything. And the police told me they did not believe me. Seriously, the police said they didn't believe what I had told them at all. So, yeah. That was that. I mean, you know how that go. Sometimes you gotta take matters in your own hands, and sometimes the police helps you. In my case, the police didn't help me, so I was damn near forced to take matters into my own hands. But you know what I did? I did the right thing, y'all. Believe it or not. Put it in God's hands. I did. And I let it go. I didn't bring it up. I didn't speak of it, you know, unless somebody asked about my scar or something like that. But for the most part, that was that, y'all. And just some years later, recently, I heard that he passed away. I'm not sure how. Okay, while we're baking, we're gonna go ahead and slap on some lashes real quick and do a little bit of contour. Contour. Not too much, because you know we got the high cheekbones already, so I ain't gonna do too much. Okay, just hit it with a little bit of mascara. One coat is basically enough. Focusing on the top right now. Okay. After you do that, get your lashes ready. Today I'm using the INV Feline Vibe effect, lifting effect. Let's pop those open. I'm not like confined to one style. I like to try different styles, you know. I'm not mad at nobody for whatever style they like to do. I'm all about it all, honey. Love my makeup, I love my hair, and I just love the many things that you can do with that stuff. I'm gonna use some duo glue, some quick set strip lash adhesive. Turns clear. I just think it helps to see where you have the glue. I'm going to go ahead and glue both of them. Let those dry for just 1 second because this is the quick set. So, and if you have issues with your lashes sticking, you might want to put some glue along the line there, just to give it an extra reinforcement. I like to do that now. I learned that from Beats by Deb Cosmetics. I love her. She's just so beautiful and wonderful. Y'all excuse my fan, my heater. I done told y'all it's cold and I can't turn it off. And the show must go on. So just put a little bit of that along your lash line. You're gonna be putting your lashes at. Take that all the way to the corner. I stop where right before it starts getting thin. Okay. Before you put them on, I like to bend them a little bit, blow them, get them in the form that they're going to dry in. Sit for a second while I find my tweezers. Just find it easier to use tweezers to pop them on with. Okay. Some tweezers that came with some lashes that I had bought before. Okay, so goes in there. This. I'm just gonna pop those on there. I get them on there, I like to reinforce with my finger just to make sure that they are lined up and drying right. Sometimes they will move on you. Okay, pop that on like that. Ooh. That's looking good already. Okay. Okay. Now we're ready for the other one now. I'm so excited. So good. Okay. Just gonna pop that other one on there. I gotta actually set this mirror down this time. Do this one. The left hand's not very savvy like mine. Why my mouth is open like that. It just helps to get the job done. Okay, don't ask no questions. Just do it. Alright, you got them on there. See the effect better. See how it's dark over there now? Now the lights. It's pretty. Okay, it's pretty. Now that we got those lashes on there, I like to go on to the contour, which is pretty simple. I'm keeping it simple for you ladies because this is a beginner video. Take a small brush. Where do you do that? Sweeps. Some powder off there. Just using a fluffy brush. Okay, after you sweep, you want to come in with your contour palette, which today I'm using the True Complexion Contour Palette, which is a very popular and very effective palette, and I love it. Black Radiance style going on. Okay, I'm just gonna take one dab of the darkest color and tap right where my bone lies. I'm just gonna take it there. Tap. Like that. On the sides of my nose, I just want to get it one time like that. Basically, you're making your nose appear thinner, and you want to start from the crease here, work your way down. Some people like to chop their nose short right here, and it just makes it appear to be more of a button nose. You know what I'm saying? Okay. As long as you're with me. Okay. You take another brush and blend that in. Another fluffy type brush and blend that on in. Bring it up a bit. Kind of similar to your blush. And if you do go too high there, it's okay. Just take your beauty blender. See how that fixed itself. And sweep it up. Come here and here with the remainders. Go here too if you like. And this is where I like to pretty much take off my bandana so that we make sure there's no lines of demarcation whatsoever. See, there's already starting to be right there. Just hit that a little bit. Basically, around there to make your forehead appear smaller. Here too, if you like, to make your chin more thin. This here removes the double chin. Just want to stay along that jawline. I like to, just like that. Okay, it'll make sense here in a minute. Trust me. Then from there, I take the Sculpt color inside the contour palette and just go right next to wherever I went on both sides of the dark and on top. Do it again. Top. Actually, I could take that underneath my eye as well. And below. Across the lip, chin, everywhere. Top. It's okay if you come too far here because that is, we were gonna put some there anyway. And here, well, since we're on the subject, put that right there on middle and on the sides of that dark brown. Blend that on in. See how that's coming on together? Blend that on in. Look at that nose, just button nose. Look at that contour. Okay. And then you want to get right in the middle. Blend out that darkness that you had over there. Come down. Blend. Over here, get the bottom. Come down, blend. Blend, blend, blend. That's what it's all about, ladies. I basically use that as a finishing powder because it's just the perfect color. Again. Make sure you blend in here real good because this is a spot where a lot of women tend to forget to blend at. You take your finger and blend if you need to. Powder. Okay. And after I did that, I like to hit my under my eyes one more time with the baking powder. Just the remainder, not a whole nother dunk. Just the remainder there. I take it there. Just like that. Everywhere that I highlighted, contoured, and concealed. Just put that on that one more time. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush one more time and sweep and clean that up. Like that. Just a quick sweep. Okay. And next, last but not least, actually, I've got two more things. I don't know. I'm gonna break my. Okay. Yes, I didn't break it. Thank God. This stuff costs too much. Okay. Okay. So, for my blush, I'm going in the Sahara Palette by Julius. The Saharan 2. And I'm going to use this burgundy-ish type color for my blush. I'm just going to dab with a fluffy type brush. You could use an angled brush if you like. A couple dabs of that and tap. And I'm going just above where I contoured the brown, excuse me. And just act like that didn't happen. Okay, and we're just gonna tap that all the way up into a C shape. Like that. Just like that. Do that again. I'll show you on this side. About right here, which is about mid-eyebrow. Well, about a quarter of your eyebrow. And work back. Just above the brown where you put the dark contour. Okay? Get it to where you like it. You're gonna dab there on your chin 1 time, 2 times. I dab my nose 2 times or so. And my forehead with the blush. I love blush. If you can't tell, blush is definitely one of my favorites out of all the makeup. It's my favorite thing. Okay. Just gonna blend that in. Basically, I make like a McDonald's arch. Dab. 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 Take a finisher. Clean that up. If you're not a blush person, you can definitely skip this part, but I am, and I love it, so I'm all about it. So, yeah. Next, after that, is the highlighter. And this is the last but not least. Actually, before I even do that, we could go over the lashes with some liquid eyeliner. And today I'm using Black Radiance waterproof liquid eyeliner. I'm just gonna go over the top and create a wing. A simple wing, because I'm not perfect. My wings aren't perfect, but we strive to be, you know? I got to focus for this party. So I'm gonna set this down here, and this rest is self-explanatory. So yeah, we'll see you when we finish. Don't panic, ladies. Just hit it with your powder. Boom. Also, color correct on that blush as well, because I tend to overdo it sometimes because I love it. Sometimes I rub it off, so I make sure that there's plenty for the day. Okay, and who cares if you got on a little extra blush, girl? Nobody. I ain't never had no complaints. Matter of fact, people tell me my makeup be flawless. Okay, so works for me. If it works for you, it works for me. And if it works for me, it definitely works for you. Boom. Just like that. And we're gonna go like that. that. Don't worry about perfection, girl. Just get it done. Trust me, you know. You don't want to waste your whole life trying to be perfect. Why? Well, I just feel like it's a waste of time. Not saying that we can never be perfect, but why try to be when the imperfection is the perfection sometimes? Well, most of the time. All the time, really. And what I said was, the imperfection is the perfection, you know? So just learn to love yourself before the makeup. If you can't accept yourself, you ain't gonna accept the makeup either. So, just saying. My hand so I don't jack it up again. Bada bing, bada boom. We got wings. Small wings, but we got wings. But it didn't take too much. All right. So we got everything except for our highlighter. Now, today I feel like I'm feeling that gold. So we're gonna go with the gold. The gold is gold in the Revolution palette. This is, I know they got more than one Revolution palette, but I'm not exactly sure. This is the one with the lighter tones, I would say. Because I've had 2 of these, and this is a different kind than I had last time. But yeah, they're all good. Either any one that you decide to use, okay? Take your fan brush. And I like to go right, connect to the edge of my eyebrow and start right there on top of my blush. So like layers. Contour, blush, highlighter. Fan, tap. And show you that bit. Right here on the edge. You can hit it. Get it on there, then sweep. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Hit that gold again. I like to hit my lip arch, Cupid's bow. Real good, like that. Love that. Okay, you can hit your forehead if you like. Little dab. You can hit your chin if you like, little dab. I normally don't, but for the video purposes, we're going to it. And just to correct, just hit it with the beauty blender. That's what it's there for. If anytime you need to blend, use your beauty blender. Color correct. Blend. You can even hit your nose. I like to hit my nose. Sometimes I do here and here. Sometimes I do the whole thing. Today I'm just gonna do here and here. A little bit here. Finger. Blend it on out. And then the tip of your nose. nose always gets the run after I use the baking powder stuff. Just always gets me every time. Okay. Just gonna clean this all up. Okay. Boom. 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 And it's time to spray. It's like to spray in a nice circular motion, you know. Voila. Voila, my darlings. And this is what we got. Today I'm gonna do my lips for you guys, just to give you a complete look. And for my finishing touches as well. Give you a few pointers on how I achieve my finished look. For the lips, I am going to go in with a blackberry lip liner. Always blend whatever you do. Just always give it a nice touch, you know what I mean? So, then we're gonna dab a little Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream. See how that's coming together. Okay, don't tell. I know you see it. Okay, that's one of the finishing touches. Another finishing touch is when I'm wearing wigs, I like to go along my hairline here with a little makeup. I did here, but I'm just gonna go and make sure that everything's nice and well blended, if you know what I mean. Just what I do. Let's take a little bit on my hair like that. People don't be wanting to give up them tips, but this, you know, little stuff here be the magic that they don't share it. So it's like, why don't I make some videos and actually share some secrets? I felt like you guys would appreciate that, you know. So make sure you guys hit me with a subscribe before you leave. You made it this far? Yeah, definitely give me a subscribe, honey. We need it. Okay. And I'll keep bringing that fire ass content. Feel me? Okay. This one dab. See how real that looks now? Okay. Yes. Definitely helps. Okay, dab that. Oh, yes. There we go. This is a synthetic, yes. But it's all right though. It looks good. And that's all that matters. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but I have a child, an 8-year-old, and they are not cheap. So I can't waste my money on all this stuff anymore. Unnecessary stuff, that is, because I do have everything I want. And I will get what I have everything I need. I will get what I want. But how about that? But anyway, this is the finishing look. Natural, simple. You can do this every day. And you can do this with different colors. You can do it with the natural colors. I chose to use a pop of blue because you can't really see it, but my hair is blue. But yeah, I did it to match with my hair. How do you like it? Well, I'm gonna go brush my hair. I'm gonna put some lip gloss on and I'll be back to show you the finished look. Here, I'm just putting on a little more highlighter so that I could show you guys what it looks like in the low light setting. This look right here is giving me all kind of yes, honey. That's what I have for you ladies today. I hope you love the look just as much as I did. I hope it was just as simple as I told you it was gonna be. See, I told you I was gonna put you in the game. Until next time, peace, love, and joy.